we are going to do exercise 5.2.
Ma'am, we already started 5.2 in the previous class.
Okay, how many questions you finished?
Ma'am, 3.
3. Okay, so you just start doing it and let me know where you need help.
Okay, ma'am.
And you can leave the NCRT exemplar problems. You know, some problems it's written NCRT exemplar. So you can leave those for the time being. It's a bit
Okay, ma'am.
higher level, yeah. Yeah, Rida and Hamna, can you hear me now? Yes, am I audible, Rida, Hamna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are doing exercise 5.2 of Adishama. Please let me know in which question you are having problem. I'm just sitting here. Please start solving. Yeah, please finish it fast. See, there's a question that show that a sequence defined by this an is equal to 3n square minus 5 is not an AP, right? So in my book, it's question number 4. That might be different in yours.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So it's not an AP. So as I told you, you have to show that the common difference is independent of n. So this is your an. Now what is your an plus 1? So you write 3 into, in place of n, you have n plus 1 square minus 5, right? So if you just
Yes.
expand it, or if you calculate a n plus 1 minus of a n, this is your common difference, right? So 3 into n plus 1 whole square minus 5, put a big bracket, and then minus 3n square minus 5. Always use brackets. Now this is 3 into a plus b whole square. So n square plus 1 plus 2n, and then minus 5. So minus of 3n square and plus of 5, right? Now this becomes 3n square plus 3 plus 6n minus 5, and then minus of 3n square plus 5. 3n square plus 3 plus 6n minus 5 minus of 3n square plus 5. So this goes, right? And this positive 5 goes. So you have 6n plus 3. So D is not independent of n. So therefore, the sequence is not an AP. Understood? Your D has to be constant. It should not depend on n. Otherwise, you will get different D. Like you put different value of n, your D is different, isn't it? For n is equal to 1, it's something else. N is equal to 2, it's something else. So it should not depend on n.
Ma'am, I found like 3 terms and I just found the common difference from them. We can do it that way also, right?
Yeah, that also we can do. This is the straight away method to do.
Okay, ma'am.
You can show that, the difference is not same in both the cases. So it's not an AP. That's also right.
Ma'am, in the sixth question, which all are
Hmm.
APs, ma'am?
Can you tell me the question because my number is different?
It has three parts. AN is equal to 2n minus
Okay,
1.
okay. So which part you want?
Ma'am, like just the answer, which one is an AP in that, ma'am?
Okay, so justify whether it is true to say that the sequence having the following nth term is an AP. Okay, so first part if I take, so you can do it the way I'm doing. So this is 2n minus 1, right? So you write
Yes.
a n plus 1 here. So it will be 2n plus 1 minus 1. So do a n plus 1 minus of a n. So 2n plus 1 minus 1 and then minus 2n minus 1. So it should be independent of n. So this is 2n plus 2 minus 1 and then minus of 2n minus 1. So 2n and then plus 1, right? And minus 2n plus 1. So this is plus 2. So this is an AP.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
you can do. See, we are taking a general n here, Harsha, okay? I'm not taking any specific value. That means if I take any n, it will get cancelled out because you are seeing that the n terms is actually cancelling it out. So whether you take n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 100,000, whatever you take, it will not appear in D. So it will always be a constant. It will be an AP.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, Rita, any problem in any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then after that, 5.3, I think you can leave. You can do it afterwards. Okay, it's majorly NCRT questions which you have already solved. So you can come to exercise 5.4 after this. 5.3 is your homework. Now please note down two formula before it. Okay, Harsha, you can finish the remaining parts. Okay, that's your homework.
Okay, ma'am.
So you know nth term, how to write the nth term of an AP. This formula you already know, right? If AP is this, that A into A plus D, then A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on. So we write AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. That's the nth term, you all know, right?
Yes,
Okay. So now please note down a formula, which is actually coming from this only, but you can remember it, like it will help you in exams. So if you have to find nth term from the end, right? If some AP is given and it is saying that find out the 15th term from the end or find out the 12th term from the end. So you can straight away use this formula that nth term from the end is equal to L minus n minus 1 into D. That's the only difference. So L is the last term. Okay. Please remember it. So there's another thing which you can remember is middle terms of an AP, right? See, you understand, first of all, try to understand this. For example, I write A, B, C, D, E. Now, how many terms are there? 5, right?
Yes.
So which is the middle term?
C.
This. Okay. And how I got this? 3. So we do n is 5 here, right? So 5 plus 1 divided by 2. So I get 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. So when your n is actually odd, here my n is odd. So I do n plus 1 divided by 2, which gives me the third term. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. But if I have, for example, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now 6 are there. So which is the middle term? So basically 2 middle terms are
D.
there. Yes, C and D both are middle terms because it's even. Now how I get 3? Simple. If n is even, so I do n by 2. That is 6 by 2, which is 3. So one term is this, and then the next one. That means one term is n plus 2, and then the next term. Understood?
Yes.
So both these terms will be the middle term. So that means you write like n is odd. When n is odd, so the middle term is n plus 1 by 2th term. Understood? So that means you have to write a n plus 1 by 2n. How will you write? A plus, now in place of n, you will write n plus 1 by 2 and minus of 1 into d. Understood? That's it. So this will give you the middle term. Fine, Rida?
Ma'am, for
Hmm.
first formula which you gave, it is L minus N minus 1.
Yes, yes, L minus. Yes. That's the difference because you are finding from the end, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, because the this minus is actually coming because the common difference is negative in this case. You will put minus of d, and that is making it minus. Okay.
Okay.
Is this understood? Rida, middle term. Anyway, if n is even now, okay. So when n is even, so the terms are this n plus 2th term, right? And n plus 2 and plus 1, like the next term. These are the middle terms. Understood? So we write a n by 2. So it will be a plus n by 2 minus 1. Oh, sorry, minus 1. So minus 1 and into d. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
This is one of the middle term and the next one. So a n plus 2 and plus 1. So this will be a plus n by 2 plus 1 and then minus 1 into d. So in place of n, just replace this. Right?
Okay.
Okay. So there's nothing to remember a lot. I mean, if you just know this thing that what is the term when n is even and what is the term when n is odd, so you can directly write it. There's no issue if you know the general term of an AP. So just try to understand, don't try to memorize it. Okay. Now you start with exercise 5.4, please. Now please start doing it and ask me where you need help.
Ma'am, can you explain the third part of the second question?
Third part of second. Just 1 minute. Okay, which term of an AP is it first negative term? This one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the AP is this 121, 117, okay, 113, and like that. Hmm. I think we can do it this way. Like, what is D here? D is 117 minus 121, so minus of 4. All right. So it is decreasing, somewhere the term can be 0, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I let nth term is 0, so we have to find that particular n. Let us find out what is that. So a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 0. So a is 121 plus n I want to find, and d is minus of 4, right? So that gives me 121 and then plus minus minus. So I can write it n minus 1 into 4, right? Then 121 minus 4n minus 4 is equal to 0. 121 minus of 4n plus 4 is equal to 0. 125, right? Minus of 4n is equal to 0. So 125 is equal to 4n. And okay, what is the value of n if I just divide it? So it is 3 and then 31.25. But this cannot be your n, right? So n is not exactly 0.
Yes, ma'am.
So let us find out what is the 31st term and then what is the 32nd term. Because at this value, uh, I'm uh, I mean 0 is not the exact term of this AP, but 31 term is the positive term, and then the other term will be like below 0. Understood?
So that is the 32nd term, right?
32nd, yeah. Because if I put like n is equal to 31 exactly, so that term will be positive because I'm taking this equal to 0. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So it will fall like in the positive part, and if I take the next term, then definitely it's going to be like on the negative side of 0. So it will be 32nd term.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Rida, how many questions you have done? Hamna? Yes, Hamna, can I hear you? Yes, okay, Hamna, Harsha, and Rida. So this exercise 5.4 is your homework exercise. Please solve the questions and just note down whichever questions you're not able to solve so that we can solve it together in the next class, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, but please give a try to each and every question. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.